Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for finding us. If you could sub and give us a comment, a thumbs up, and all that fun stuff, it would be much appreciated. Let's jump right into this video. What are we here to talk about today? Eureka, hell to the yes. Eureka announcements. This video is a little bit late, and I do apologize for that. I think this announcement was made like last week. But I've just been really, really busy. I changed jobs recently, and the transition has been way, way busier than I expected it to be, so it's been hard for me to find time to record. But everything is finally settling down, and I am starting to find a little bit more time. So let's just jump right into this. July 25th of 2022, we are getting a twofer, a two-pack of classic Hong Kong films. And this is under the Masters of Cinema label, which is like a sub-label of Eureka. And I do have to tell you that the window is open, the door is open, it's hot in here. You could probably hear the birds because I'm recording right next to an aviary. So it's running out of time, and running out of time too. These are Johnnie To movies. I'm a huge fan of Johnnie To. There has been some interesting kind of debate in the fan community since these titles were announced of people being like, some people are really, really, really excited. I am among those people. I will take any Johnnie To anytime, especially from that classic era, and I'm really, really, really excited about this. There are other people who are like, where's Election? Where's Election 2? Where's Exiled? Like, surely there are better Johnnie To movies than these two. That, to me, really comes down to opinion. But let me read you the description of this, and I think you will maybe understand a little bit more why specifically they chose these two films in the event that these aren't films that you just go crazy for or you're not super familiar with. Acclaimed director Johnnie To helms this visually dazzling and nail-bitingly intense action thriller that became one of Hong Kong's biggest box office hits. That's probably why, right? It's got a lot of cultural capital. It's a huge box office hit. That makes it a historically important film because it meant it touched a nerve somehow. It was a zeitgeist film. It tapped into something that people were feeling in a certain place at a certain time that makes it a culturally and historically important film. Told by his doctor that he has only 2 weeks to live, Chung Hua, who's played by Andy Lau, who won the Best Actor Award at the 2000 Hong Kong Film Awards for his role, decides to take on the entire police force. After crossing paths with Inspector Ho Sheng Sang, who's played by Lau Ching-wan, who is Sean Lau, if I'm not mistaken, a cool analytical police negotiator, Hua challenges the inspector to figure out his plan and catch him in the next 72 hours. Running out of time, too. Lau Ching-wan reprises his role as Inspector Ho, this time chasing an elusive thief with a taste for the theatrical. So these are on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK, and these are brand new 2K restorations, and I will get into the bonus features on here, but probably something else that's worth pointing out is, you know, this is like right around the time when Johnnie To's classic era began, and a lot of people considered those early films of his... Johnnie To's been making movies for so damn long, right? The Big Heat, I think, is a classic movie. That came out like 1988, so it's like 12 years before this or whatever, right? He's made classic movies in decades past, but I really think that most people would agree that Johnnie To's classic era is like 98, 99 until I think pretty much everyone would say that it ends with Drug War, which I think was 2014, 2012, 2014. So 98, 99, you get The Mission, you get Hero Never Dies, and then you get Running Out of Time, right? So I think because this is in that era, and this was like one of like the beginning foundational films of Johnnie To's classic era where he developed, because if you watch films from that era, they are all of a type, of a style, right? And like The Longest Night came out in that era, which I think he's like credited sometimes as a co-director on, sometimes as executive producer on, and those other Milky Way films, like he found a style in that era that carried over multiple, like over a dozen films probably over the course of like 14, 15 years. And so I think that you would consider that his classic era, and these are like hallmark films of that classic era. I think that's another reason that people consider these important films. So you get a limited edition slipcase featuring new artwork by Gregory Sacre, who is Gokaiju, 2,000 copies, 1080p presentation of both films, scanned and restored on 2K across 2 Blu-ray discs, Cantonese and English audio options, optional English subtitles, excuse me. Newly revised for this release, brand new audio commentary tracks on both films from Asian film expert Frank Jang. Hell yeah. You know why I'm excited about that? Because I know personally that Frank loves Johnnie To, because I've talked to Frank in person when we had lunch together after our interview about Johnnie To. So I'm really, really excited to hear Frank's thoughts on the, and as I've said before, the first Frank commentary I ever listened to was Frank's commentary on Throwdown. And I was amazed by that commentary. And not long after I watched that release, someone asked me, who are your like top 5 or 10 people you would love to interview, and I put Frank on that list. So, and there you go. And then I've interviewed him and I've met him and everything like that. So I love listening to Frank talk about Johnnie To. Audio commentary on Running Out of Time by writers Laurent Courtillon and Julien Carbon, moderated by Hong Kong film expert Stephen Hammond, and I'm probably mispronouncing all those names, and I apologize for that. The director's overview of Carbon and Courtillard, which is a featurette. Making of Running Out of Time 2, which is a featurette. Archival interview with director Johnnie To. Archival interview with Lau Ching-wan, who, again, that's Sean Lau. That's just his actual name and not his English name. Archival interview with Raymond Wong. Hong Kong Stories. This is a 51-minute extensive documentary. Hell, this is a mega release. Why are people not excited about this? This is amazing. Look at all this stuff on here. Trailers and a collector's booklet with new writing on the film. So that is out July 25th of 2022 from Eureka Entertainment. Is Running Out of Time 1 and 2, 2-disc set. I'm excited as fuck about this, and I don't know why people aren't more excited. But anywho, you know I'm going to be talking about that. You know I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm a huge Johnnie To fan. I'm a huge Eureka fan. My name is Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Drop in the comments what you think about this release, what you're excited about in terms of other releases that we might get in the future, what your favorite Johnnie To movies are, what you had for breakfast, what color you're thinking about dyeing your hair, what your favorite beer is, and all that fun stuff. We'll see you next time.